It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's Maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1917, recorded Thursday, December 29th, 2022. The best gadgets of 2022! On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we went through an entire year of Giz Wiz episodes and pulled out our absolute favorite gadgets from 2022. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, your best co-host, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
I'm doing great. Fantastic.
Oh, well, actually, as we're talking, you are at, as this is playing, I should say.
Yes. As this is going out to RSS feeds around the world, I will be in Vegas.
Vegas. I finally got accepted.
Oh.
Remember I told you I had applied for CES just so I could get the press releases while you were there. And the first thing they did was reject my photo, as your photo is similar to a photo we find on the internet, and therefore we don't know it's really you. And I'm thinking, isn't every reporter going to get that email?
Exactly. Of course it's similar on the internet, because I uploaded it to the internet.
Yeah,
it was me. It was my fault.
And
That's
so
ridiculous.
I called the helpline. And so I think it's all children there now. Have you ever been to CES before? I said, yeah, about 30 times. Oh, then write us an email and explain that you've been there before and that your photo is online because you do other shows. And then the next thing I sent in, my photo got accepted. I sent something else in, it got rejected. So I knew someone who did some work there, and I called this person. And they said, I'll take care of it. And then later in the day, I got a reply to her from, do you know who Gary Shapiro is?
Isn't he like the CEO of...
Yes.
The CEA,
yes.
Consumer
It turned
Electronics?
out that my friend sent Gary my email.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah, he's the president of CTA, which is the Consumer Technology, which produces CES. And Gary said, oh my God, that man is a legend and he can't get a press thing? Hang on, it'll be taken care of. And of course, within an hour, you have been accepted.
I'd love to see that email chain from the office of the head of the CTA.
Yeah. So if you want to name drop when you get there and you have any problems.
Right. Well, Gary said
Gary said, Dick couldn't make it. And Gary said that Chad should have every possible opportunity.
So I've said this before, is I like to hold out on my registration.
I know you do. You know what? It's not bad because the press releases are
I can't stand them. That's absolutely one of the reasons that I do it, is because, I used to do it a month ahead of time. You do it in November, and then you get press releases. You get 30, 40 press releases a day.
A day?
Up. Yes.
And it gets worse as it gets closer.
Yes. Every single person will send you a press release. And there are thousands of people at CES.
Yes. And what I love most is, I got one today. Dick, I have 7 clients, and call me when you can, because I would like to schedule 30 minutes with each of those 7 clients so that they can What, are you kidding me?
Right. We would like to take up your entire weekend if you would allow.
Yeah. And they're not at the same hotel, which is the other thing. I always love when they say, can you just run over to the Bellagio, knowing that with 100,000 people in town, walking is probably the fastest.
And also, I have every year tried to get a hotel on the monorail, because the monorail has been the nicest way, because the Ubers are so saturated, so insanely saturated. Walking is always, it's like a mirage. You're like, I can see where I need to go right there.
Yes.
And then like 2 hours of walking later, you're like, it's like the same distance away.
No, walking is. I remember once I called a friend of mine and I said, "Okay, I'm in the lobby. What room is the press event?" And he said, "It's the Golden Eagle 39." And I said, "Okay, I'll see you in a couple of minutes." He said, "No, you'll see me in about 35 minutes."
Yeah.
And I laughed. He was right.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hotels are endless.
Absolutely. I'm really
Endless.
upset this year because both Showstoppers and Pepcom have changed hotels. They were in the Wynn, and then they were in the was it Mandalay Bay, and they've changed to the Bellagio and to Caesar's Palace. And I started to love the other ones because I had figured it out. After 5 years of going, I knew, ignore going to the main entrance because you're going to have to walk 30 minutes. If I go to the shark exhibit entrance, then
exactly.
that will be the way that I can get straight in the ballroom. I know exactly how it works. And now that they're at new locations, all that information is gone. Now that's not going to work at all. So I am going to purposely try to get there early because you have to find this ballroom, and half the staff doesn't know where any of these things are. You're like, I need the Royal Ballroom, and they have no idea where that is. No maps, no nothing. It can be very difficult to find where you have to go, and these buildings are. You know what? Huge.
Wasn't there an app coming out that would draw a line in hotels? You would put in the hotel.
That would be brilliant.
And
that
the
would
room
be
you wanted.
I mean, I could definitely see if like Pepcom did a thing where they scanned the entire inside of the building, and then you open up your app in augmented reality. There was a breadcrumb trail directly to where you got to go. Yeah, that would be great. That'd be fantastic. What a great use of technology that would be. Yeah. So, I forgot how we got started on this, but
that I got accepted into CES.
Oh yes,
and
yes,
you sign up when you get there, which makes for you way more sense.
No, I did sign up for. I saw your email about the shows before. I'm all set up. With,
good. Yes. Yeah.
With them, they don't send nearly as many press releases, so I'm gonna get there, sign up for CES, and then immediately once I get that badge, I can go to CES Unveiled. Which is 2 days before CES starts, so that'll be fun.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
My favorite thing at CES was, do you remember the StarTech? You probably weren't even born.
Oh no, I do. My mother had one, and I thought it was so cool because it looked like a tricorder from Star Trek, and they named it the StarTech. And I always thought it was a funny name.
Well, at CES 1996, it was the big thing, okay? And it was going to be unveiled at 9 a.m., except at that time, I was doing gadgets for Good Morning America, and they were going to let ABC be the first network to actually show the phone.
Wow.
Which meant it was me, and Charlie Gibson was in New York at the studio, and I was going to make the first StarTech call for television. There you go. And I was so nervous that I was going to misdial his number, and it was not going to work. And you know how much that cost?
Oh my gosh. A lot of money. $600? I don't know.
I believe it was $1,000.
Wow.
Yes. And it was a flip phone. I mean, it was a pretty neat phone.
Yeah.
It lit up red and green. And for a while, they had an extra battery that clipped in where the normal battery. It was very.
Yeah, I remember this. They had a battery in order to get vibration. You would unclip the normal battery and clip in the vibrating battery, and that was how you could unlock vibration mode so that your phone could just vibrate instead of make a ringtone sound.
I'm sure I have one, have it somewhere. But,
Yeah, I will, and I remember that that audible like click, like like it had this mechanism for the opening that it was not a solid click. I mean,
No,
no. I mean, it was a solid click,
but it looked good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, that's that's some fun times. I think, gosh, I'm trying to think of my. I remember the craziest memory was, Eileen Rivera had told me, okay, we think that Justin Bieber will be at this booth with robots, and you need to run over to this booth and see if you can get footage of Justin Bieber playing with these robots. I was like, okay, I'll go do that. And then I just remember I just went into full just like bully mode. Like I was bullying all the other press. I had my press badge and I was throwing elbows trying to get to the front just so I could get some footage of Justin Bieber playing with some robots.
For Twit.
Yeah, this was for Twit.
Yeah, right,
I don't think we ever used that footage at all. But I remember.
Oh, you did get it.
I got the footage. Okay. Oh yeah, I absolutely got the footage. But it was. I just remember I was given an assignment and I was not going to fail. I was going to go get this footage of Justin Bieber playing with these robots. What is this? Oh, this is. It looks like Scooter X has found some footage of. I'm in this
Chad
crowd.
Knocking people down.
I'm in this crowd somewhere trying to get Justin Bieber. There he is. This might even be my footage. Who knows?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is what I was doing at CES. What year is this? 10 years ago. So 2012.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite memories.
No, that's great.
Well, we have a lot of favorite gadgets from the last year.
Let's do it. Let's jump in. You lead off.
So let's start off with a bright idea that you had. And this is, we're just going to kind of go through a list of all of the gadgets that we really enjoyed throughout the year. And this is a new take on old tech. These light bulbs.
Yes.
So
do you have a bit of video and I can talk over it, or
totally.
I can just talk about them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some video for you. Here we are. Here we go.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That little. So, what it is, you can fool friends, non-techie friends, is every time the lamp is on, it charges a little battery that's in there. And if the power goes out and you're not home, the lamp does not come on. The original versions, the lamp would go on, and if you were at work, by the time you came home and there was no power, the bulb would be dead because the battery had run out. But this one comes with a little dongle that if the bulb is in a lamp and you want to take the whole lamp to another room, you just plug the lamp into the little dongle and the lamp lights. And so I would tell people, have you seen the new wireless lamp? I said, it's just amazing. I unplug it from the wall. And then I say, so then you go to a socket, no electric, just plug it into this little thing and it will light up. And it comes with also a little hanger so that you can screw the bulb into the hanger and use it in a tent or in a closet. I like this a lot. I bought 2 sets of them, and they're about $9 a set. And
I thought they were the perfect like emergency light too.
Absolutely.
You put it in there, you kind of can forget about it until a situation where there's no power, and then you can use all the different features to light up a normal light bulb. Which
you're right. It's like having a flashlight with the batteries constantly charged.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah,
here, let's see how much were they. Yeah, a 2-pack.
I think they went up a touch. I think, what are they now?
Yeah, 18.
$9 each.
Yeah, $9 each. There's a 5% off coupon.
5% off coupon. Okay. And there are other people selling them, but some of the people don't have the little dongles that come with them, which I love.
Yeah.
If you want to trick people.
It looks like this may be less expensive. Here's a $15.99 option with a 5% coupon and those little
right. Okay,
hangers.
that doesn't have the little.
Yeah, it doesn't have the wall.
It has the hanger thing, but
Right.
not the wall thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's cheaper. If you don't want to play tricks on friends,
Right.
you can get it for $7.50 each.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, I thought those were super cool and not too expensive. Okay, next I'm going to cover a gadget that for me, when I was going through my list of gadgets, I really focused a lot on what made the best gadget the best. It was that I was still using it. After, having covered it on the show, what do I still keep around and actually use in my day-to-day life? And so a lot of my gadgets are going to fill that category. So starting off, the Cool Caddy. The Cool Caddy was a gadget we covered during Microwavable Gadgets. And the idea is you just leave this in your microwave, and instead of touching a hot bowl or plate after you're finished microwaving whatever food you have the Cool Caddy to be your cold handles as you pull it out of the microwave. The middle part is kind of perfect for resting a bowl in, and then you can also just set a plate on it and keep it all good. Another thing that I like is if it is a bowl, typically a bowl can kind of slosh around, especially if you're trying to get it heated up all the way to boiling.
Yeah.
And so the Cool Caddy has sort of it's almost like a trough, so it can kind of catch all of the soup or what have you, as it bubbles, if it does bubble in the microwave. And so it kind of is another way to keep your microwave clean. At only $13, I think it's a pretty good buy. You buy it, mine's lasted, it doesn't really have many failure points to deal with, so it's lasted pretty well. Here I am pouring just boiling hot water into the bowl there, and even with it so super duper full, it's very easy to transfer in and out of the microwave. So the Cool Caddy is one of
I think it's great.
my favorite gadgets from 2022. We're just
good.
running through these gadgets. So next, this is a gadget that we both loved. We saw this gadget. I think both of us didn't think that it would be as much fun as it is. So talk to me about the Foamalanche.
Foamalanche is it's a little gadget that you put the foam that comes with the foam solution that comes with it, which is non-toxic and doesn't get, if it gets in your eyes, it does not burn your eyes. And the one thing is you have to put in your own 6D batteries. But when you turn this on, it starts making tons of foam. It is really a lot of fun. I did it on ABC, and I asked the guy to give me hair, and so he put piles of foam on my head. And then they made another thing I didn't like quite as much, and I forgot what the Foamulator was, the other one, where you could shoot foam up to 15 feet. Now, Foamalanche, strangely, on Target, last I looked, was $45. But when I was writing stuff up for tonight's show, I found it on Amazon, and Amazon has 3 places that it seems to be fire selling them for under $25. There's one, for some reason, it just has One rating of 1 star, 2 ratings of 1 star.
Yeah, they did
Whoever
not
it was
like that.
hated it. But then there are 2 other places on Amazon. One is $25.75 and the other is $26.74. So that is about half the price that it had been selling for. It's really great fun.
And I think one of the reasons I really like it is there's just not a lot of products that are making foam. There's a lot that are doing, bubbles, like this bubble machine type thing. But I haven't done a ton of research, but here's a foam thing. It's $150.
Whoa!
It's crazy expensive. And it's just kind of a category that I don't really see a lot of innovation in. Not a lot of people are making foam things to play in, and it just seems so fun. If I was a kid and this was in the backyard, I'd be just having an absolute blast.
Oh, you can run through it. I mean, at Toy Fair, they had a plastic swimming pool filled with foam, and you could walk through it. In about 2 minutes, the foam just disappeared.
Yeah.
So it was great. A lot of fun. Foam-a-lanch.
Foam-a-lanch. And I kind of wonder, is there any? So here, I'm looking just a general Amazon search. Here's the $50 one. This is the same price as Target. Target seems sold out. We kind of want to. There's just not a lot of competition. I feel like in this category.
Yeah.
Foam maker is.
Wow! And who posted this? Scooter X said, Amazon exclusive value pack, 1 foamulator, 4 ounces of foam concentrate, which comes with it, and an extra bottle. Oh, that's for the
foamulator.
The foamulator, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it's fun
I just thought it was very, very cool. And even now, I'm searching for foamers, and it's a lot of milk frothers.
It's not quite as exciting. Hey, kids, take this milk foamer, go out in the yard and foam some milk.
Yeah, it just doesn't go over as well at a birthday party.
At a birthday party.
I wonder how. Yeah, I just can't find anything. Yeah, the only thing I can find is the $150.
Wow.
Stuff. Golly, that's a pretty good category. I feel like backyard foam makers. But yeah, nothing around. So the Foam-a-lanch, awesome gadget. Okay, next
we could start manufacturing them, and our slogan could be "Foam Home."
This is the Kickstarter idea we've been looking for. Foam Home.
Foam home. Foam your home.
Foam your home.
We need to stay with foam home.
We can mix in a carpet cleaner, and we could go after an angle of let your kids just playing all this foam on the carpet, and then you vacuum it up, and you're done.
The carpet is as clean.
Foam your home. It's perfect. So this is another gadget that I've kept around and I've used quite a lot. I totally forget what the Crappy Corner theme was. But it's this little guy right here, which is a talent light, basically, or a light for being on calls. You can use it with your phone, use it with your laptop. And when it's turned on, if I can, there we go. It produces quite a lot of really, really soft and good light. Now, I have my cameras set up for the current lighting system, so when I add extra light, I look completely blown out in these cameras here. But if you're someone who is looking to upgrade your lighting setup for Zoom calls, if you're out and about, I find this so thin and so lightweight that I can just throw it in a back pocket.
Yeah, that's great.
And carry it around. So it has a few different modes. It obviously has on, and then when it's on, it can change its color temperature from warm to basically middle between warm and cool, and then cool. And so daylight to tungsten, basically. And then it also has intensity settings, so I can bring down the brightness of the light. So this is a lot less bright. You can really see a good indication of it right here on my desk here. And then you can brighten it up to a lot brighter as well, and it gets very, very bright. A lot of people really like, ring lights when it comes to, a light that will light up your face. And ring lights are good. Ring lights are great. The thing that I like about this is sometimes I'm looking for light intensity. I want as much light as possible and as diffuse as possible. And ring lights sometimes I feel like don't quite work as well as I want. You want as soft of a light as possible. And ring lights do a good job of almost separating the light, but you need a diffuse light. Having one even larger source of light than a ring light is perfectly fine. It comes with some attachments, which I don't have with me, but you can kind of see here on Amazon. And this little clip here has a hole in it so that you can set it around the webcam and clamp it onto that, or like so your cell phone. Make sure you just thread the needle of the webcam so that you can see through that if you want it directly centered. It also has this phone mount, which I've also lost somewhere, and that will connect directly to the back of it, and it has springs so it can fit most phones, most devices. Its battery is internal, which is another thing that I really, really like, is that I don't have to worry about carrying around an external battery. It just has a small one built in, and it will recharge with USB-C or with micro USB. So USB-C is always a big plus. Let me see. So it's $27, so it's not super inexpensive, but I carry this around in my backpack as a backup source of light, especially because I'm recording videos. And also, if you're someone who really likes to get like photos of your food at restaurants or that sort of situation, having this type of light is awesome. I mean, it can really just transform from really bad lighting to really, really good lighting. Looks like Scooter X has found it for less expensive. So here, let's see.
Well, $27 isn't even that bad.
Yeah, and let me see. Okay, so it's $7 off here. So $20.75. Use $5. Okay, cool, perfect. So I guess new people can get $5 off as well, and free shipping, and it'll come in about a month. Yeah, this looks like everything. Yeah. Everything that comes with it. I really, really have liked it, and I have carried it around with me quite a lot. So it's great for me. Maybe I'm biased because
No, I think it's great. I think it's great.
I
like the form factor.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to, oh my gosh, this gadget got a lot of love in the past few episodes, in the past month. This is the Fire Humidifier.
Oh my gosh.
I
have 5 of them. Let me see if you can.
5 of them? Holy
I have
moly.
2 behind me. One of them just ran out of.
Oh yeah, I can see it back there.
Yeah. And I sent one to my sister-in-law, and I bought one for Dennis. And the big one that is not on now, let me just see. Oh, I turned it around because I'm not crazy about the about the clock. And there goes the light. And let me click the foamer thing here. So the big one, I like it because, oh, wow.
Ah, there it goes.
Yeah. I like the big one because it takes almost twice the amount of water the smaller one can take. But to me, it's such an ingenious idea that when I first saw the ad for it, it said fireplace humidifier. And I'm thinking, isn't the humidifier going to put the fire out? How could that possibly be? And then I realized that someone found or a way that the mist can be made to look like a fire. It's really fascinating.
So from how I understand it, it's using the like water micro particle thing where it shoots the water through this membrane that moves so fast that it like atomizes the water. And so it's a cold vapor, and then they just shoot the light through it, which makes it look like it's this really cool fire effect.
Yeah. Actually, the bigger one in the video you're doing now almost does look like a fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one with the clock.
And this set off people sending in videos of hotel lobbies that had this type of technology.
Yes, exactly.
We got emails from people who's tried out different products. You tried out a ton of them.
Yeah.
And every single one of them, they just look so cool. And they serve a really good function of humidifying your room.
Yeah, I think they're great. The big one comes with a remote control, which is a little bit on the wonky side, but it also has buttons on the front, so you don't have to worry if the remote is not doing every function. And relatively inexpensive. The little guy, I believe, is $23, and the big one with the clock is $29.99, something like. There you go. Yeah, $30.
The big one, and then the smaller one.
And there's the little one. It's $24.
Now I think I'm going to use all the money that we raised during our fundraising event. I think I'm just going to buy this instead. I can just. I don't need to go to CES. I think I'll just buy this massive.
Oh my God!
Fireplace humidifier.
You know what I don't understand is why would you want to buy one and make the flames purple?
Maybe they're going for a vibe. Maybe it's like, when hell freezes over is the feeling they're going for. This one is just absolutely massive. It looks like it's meant to be installed, not just.
This is a good way to terrify your kids. You acting bad? This is what you'll be living in for the rest of your life.
I think that house might be too humid after a while. I feel like you'd say, okay, I think we got the moisture level. You'd have to run a dehumidifier along with the humidifier just to keep the house at a constant rate. And by the way, I meant to mention it at the beginning of the show, is that I'll be at CES, and the reason I'll be at CES is because of our audience. So thank you guys so much for the fundraiser once again. We mentioned it last episode, but I just want to remind everyone that I'm very, very grateful for the generosity and funding the fundraiser. So thank you all so much. Okay, so this next gadget, I think this is a sleeper gadget, a gadget that I covered that we really didn't talk that much about. But I can say, matter-of-factly, I have used this gadget so much since I covered it on the show. And we didn't really, we didn't get emails about it, but I'm glad that we get this show so that I can kind of talk about it a second time. That is the chipstick, and I have it right here. I don't know if you even remember this gadget.
Oh, people.
This is what? The chipstick.
Thanks to you, I did a spot on ABC called Gadgets You May Not Know About. I did give you credit. I said the host of the show I work on found this. People love this.
I love this thing. So the idea is, you got a bag of chips. You don't want to get your fingers all messy and dirty. And so entering the chipstick, it is like chopsticks, except you got them there. Oh my God. I didn't realize how popular these have become.
I bought a bunch of them.
They're great. They're fantastic. So you can rest it in between your middle finger and your index finger. So they kind of just rest there. You don't have to worry about keeping them in place. And then when you squeeze those two fingers together, the chopstick part of the chipstick will close, allowing you to easily grab chips out of a bag, not get your fingers all dusty and messy, and then you still have complete use of your hands. It's literally perfect if you're working and you can clicking around, doing all your work, and then you want a chip, go over there, grab them with a chipstick, eat it, and then go back to working. It's fantastic. I didn't realize there's so many that Leo got them and that you got them.
Leo got them. As a matter of fact, Leo already had them. When I brought it out, Leo said, "Oh, look,
the chipstick."
Yes.
Yeah. They work great. Here's the gaming. They work great on Cheetos, on chips like Doritos or Lay's. Scooter X is sharing a Thingiverse. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So you can 3D print your own if you want to 3D print your own. That's so fantastic.
Oh my God.
There they are.
But you know what? I think I bought 8 and it came down to 50 cents.
I'm sure that let's see. When I first found these, I didn't think that they were that popular, but I think they have grown in popularity. Here's 4 for 10.
Oh God, that's $2.50 each.
Yeah,
no, I paid a lot less.
Let's go in here. Let's find. I mean, the ones that I covered, the chipstick was $15 each. Yikes! No, thank you.
Whoa!
Nope. I'm sure that we will find some less expensive chipsticks. Here's 3 for $9. That's $3 each. No, thank you. We need
4 for 10.
I mean, they are very. They seem like they would be easy to make. They seem like they'd be really, really simple. This is not the chipstick.
No, what are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? That looks so difficult to use. It is funny that they're all kind of different designs. Mine has more of a pointy end. The one that was on Thingiverse was quite different. And then, So anyway, I guess do your research when you go looking for your version of the chipstick. Chopsticks for games, snacking. It's kind of hard to find them. Aha, here's Scooter X found some for 23 cents each. You're really going to get hit on the shipping, though. The shipping is $2.30. But there you go. That's another option for you.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I really
sell them to your friends.
I really like that these are super long. So some things to keep in mind is definitely look for some that are good in length, because I like that when my fingers are completely out, that it grabs past my fingers. So make sure that you don't get any that are too stubby.
Yeah, I think yours are longer than this.
Yeah, they look a bit longer. Yeah. So anyway, it's been a great gadget. So check them out. Look for chip chopsticks. I'm sure there's a few generic version. This is specifically the chip stick. Just spelled as you.
And Ranger Rick has a good slogan. So nimble, they're used by surgeons. I'm not quite sure that that's true.
I don't know.
But...
I mean, you could use your hands and then immediately get some chips as your...
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Open heart surgery.
Bring that patient back in, nurse. I think my chipstick is in his abdomen.
Maybe they use it to... the inside of that body is just a little gross. Let me just use my chipsticks.
That's a good way
to kind of grab that. So there you go, the chipstick. Okay, this one is a way to make your breakfasts times a lot easier. Talk to me about the Hamilton Beach sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Just run that little video maybe while I talk about it. It's been around a long time, and I saw it at the Houseware show again, and the woman demonstrated it, and I thought, you know what? This is really kind of interesting. And it was the deal of the day. I think it only it may have gone up in price, but I think it's $25, and that day it was 20% off or something. I paid $20, and I thought, I'll see how it goes. And you can just speed this up a little. So you just unpack it, you heat it up for 5 minutes, and then in the bottom you can put a muffin, or I used an English muffin. You put an English muffin in the very bottom chamber, and then you put a piece of cheese on top of it. And then you can put in bacon. It should be cooked bacon. So basically, I throw in bacon bits, which is a big help. Then you put the egg in the upper compartment, and then you put the final other side of the English muffin on the very top. Close it down. Wait 5 minutes, and I think I do a wipe here. And at the end of 5 minutes, it's very clever. You slide over the little bottom of where the egg cooked, okay? And that lets the egg and the muffin fall down on top of the rest of your sandwich. There it is, falling on down. And then I didn't even realize, I tried to get the sandwich out from using a fork, but I didn't realize that the entire thing opens up. So your sandwich is on the bottom, on the plate, all set to just slide off. And it tasted great. I've made a bunch of them since then. And you don't have to go to McDonald's. I have no McDonald's nearby. I had a Burger King, but it closed. And then there's a newer model. This one's the one that's been around a long time. But if you have a bunch of kids, there's a model that is, I think, $43, and it has a built-in LED timer. There it is. That's the newest one. Okay, it's $47, and you can do 2 of those muffins at the same time, breakfast sandwich at the same time. And it comes a little recipe book on how to make French toast and a ton of stuff.
This one comes with suction technology to keep your English muffin.
It sure looks that way. It sure looks that way. It looks like they might have put little...
yeah.
How did they get that up there?
Photoshop.
Yes, I think so. I think so. That's very funny. That's very funny.
Yeah.
But...
yeah,
that's it.
I like the little
Beach
booklet of custom sandwiches. Yeah. That looks great. Oh, here... a little demonstration from them.
Hi.
Here, I'll mute her. But yeah, I just remember seeing this and thinking, that seems like it would make breakfast time very, very easy.
Yeah. And if you have kids, you could make 2 different kinds of sandwiches because the machines are totally independent of each other as to what you put in them. There she goes. She's lifting all the way at the bottom. Oh, and then... Dennis found this out. You just clip those out and you throw them in the dishwasher if you want.
Perfect.
So, and it's Teflon, very easy to clean. I like this a lot.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. And I've seen a few people say in the chat that they ended up actually getting this and they really enjoyed it.
Oh, okay, great.
That's fantastic. Okay, another gadget of yours. This is another recent gadget. The rechargeable keychain light. This was fantastic. Tell me more.
All right, so these are really neat. They're 500 lumens. For some reason, they're also a can opener. They charge via USB-C. They have a little opening stand in the back, so you can use it as a task light. It also has a nice magnet on the back. I keep one stuck on the side of my refrigerator, so I know where it is.
Perfect. It
has 4 levels of light. You click it on once, and it's bright white. You click it twice, they call it medium light. Click it a third time, it's a strobe. But then you hold the power button in, and it goes to very bright white. Now, and I bought 2 of them. I think they were $19, so $9.50 each. Since then, I have a new favorite, and I bought 3 of them, and I liked them so much, I have bought 4 more, and this is them. So they are bright white, medium white, then they go into soft white bright, soft white medium, red flashing, and the back of the ones with the 7 brightnesses have 4 LEDs to tell you the charging power left in the battery, which the original ones don't have. So these are a touch cheaper, and I like them more. I actually just bought 8 of them for, I found 8 for $40. So it brings it down to $5 each. And you can see in that picture in the back of it, it has 4 little blue LEDs to show you the state of the battery. And it has seems to have standard screw. I think that's supposed to stay standard screw, which I assume standard screw. I assume that's a tripod bracket, magnetic backing, bottle opener. Oh, a hook for your keychain, and it's chip on board lighting. I like these a lot.
Yeah. I do too. Oh yeah. Look, it does. It has the tripod screw.
Yeah, a tripod mount.
That's really nice. Yeah, this is when you first showed these. We love flashlights here on the Giz Wiz, and it takes something special to really pique our interest. And I think the brightness, the easily to recharge, the built-in battery, the kind of all the different modes. And then throw in a bottle opener and a magnet, and we're hooked. It's great.
Yeah, exactly.
And that it's inexpensive.
The little stand.
Yeah.
The other day I was doing something, trying to organize cables under my table in the back apartment. And I just brought one of these back there, opened a little stand up, and it was perfect for finding wires and stuff. No flashlight for someone to hold. I think it's great.
Yeah, it is perfect. Okay, and then next, another, this gadget, I remember when you first talked about it, I was just like, oh, man, this solves a big issue, and so I really like it. And this was the Proctor Silex food processor that has the built-in clean mode. And I just thought this was just absolutely fantastic. So, normal food processor. It has a whole bunch of different speeds. Nice looking design. I like how it has like a knob on the front to kind of decide your how much you're going to use. By the way, Dick, you were super funny in this video. I feel like I should just replay this video because you were like on your funny game during this entire video.
Oh, okay, play it.
Maybe I should just... Silex, and they are making amazing cocktails with Dawn 4 times faster. These cocktails go right through you, cleans everything out. No, actually, you use this as a cleaning agent, but in a different way.
We do.
Not internally.
Yes. So this is our latest innovation in our Proctor Silex line. It is our quick clean food processor. And what's really great about it, we know that consumers love to use their food processors, but you know what I'm going to say, right?
They hate to clean them.
Right.
I say use it 100 times, throw it out, and buy a new one. But this is more economical.
That's right. So the way that this works, it has a patented agitating disc in here. So when you're done using your food processor, you basically just put water up to the clean cycle or the clean line, and then you drop just a little bit of dish detergent
on these
in the little spots here. There's one here and one here. A little bit goes a long way. If you use your disc, slicing, chopping, shredding. If you're using that, you can put that on top to clean as well. You stack it back on top. Make sure it's nice and snapped in. And then when you're ready, you hit the clean button. And what's going to happen is it's going to rev up. It's going to rev up again.
Wow.
It almost has that washing machine action.
Yeah. Right? I should have thrown my t-shirt in there.
And then it's going to do a full rev to finish the clean cycle. And then when it's done, you just give it a nice quick clean rinse, and then it's done.
Nice. Also,
nice and easy.
It's great that it doesn't slide around.
It doesn't. So again, a nice way that this is designed with the suction cups. You notice when we were using it, nice and durable, it doesn't move, gets the job done. 3-year warranty, made out of durable materials.
Now, is this something you add to a Proctor Silex?
Anyway, there we go. We're gonna. I
fine.
just thought
That's
it was
fine. That's
very
fine.
cool.
No, thank you. I normally don't like watching my videos, but okay.
I liked it because I have a blender that has almost this exact style of clean cycle.
Oh, okay.
And I use that thing all the time. It is so nice just to put some hot water into it. Throw a few drops of soap into it and just let it run, and then I don't have to take up space in the dishwasher. A lot of the dishwasher is kind of, it can get difficult because if you don't put it in just right, it'll have a big puddle of water at the top of it when you're finished with the dishes.
Yes.
It's just kind of annoying, and so I like that you can just kind of wash what you used, and then you have it completely ready for the next time.
Well, I've never owned a food processor. The only reason I knew it was something is at shows, when you go to get a bite to eat, you stand at a table, and people always stop by and say, what did you see?
Right.
And I said,
give me your notes.
Food processor that cleans itself. And they go, what?
Yeah.
So I sent at least 5 people over to that table, and I thought, I've got to do this because people seem to think this is a big deal.
Yeah.
So and it seems pretty reasonable.
It does. It is. Yeah. And I mean, there's less expensive food processors out there, but I do kind of wonder, like, can I just put soap in my normal food processor? But it is nice that it has the cycle. It revs up, it revs down.
Exactly. It has a very fast cycle that goes a couple times back and forth.
Right.
So it does a real cleaning action.
Right. Which is fantastic. So yeah, I that was one that I specifically was like, oh man, that's kind of nice. Okay, so to round out, this is the last of our best gadgets of the year, and this one was, I think, something that would just both took our imagination. We had covered a different version of this gadget in the past, and we're kind of bummed that it didn't do what this new gadget does, and that is the XL bumper car that you can use as an adult. It does kind of say, teenagers or like young adults, but it's up to 175 pounds. Which I am now that I
yes.
I weigh that now, and so I just thought
last year
so funny that we had covered this when it was basically just for toddlers, when it was just for youngins.
Yes,
and
it turned out that this guy John is one of the people at the company. He said they had built a big prototype for Toy Fair so that adults could sit in it, because adults were trying to get into the kiddie version.
Right.
So they thought, let's build a prototype to take to shows so an adult can get in it. And he said there were so many people asking about that we thought, well, and here I am, you can see, they're just great fun. Now, obviously, you need a ton of money and you need a lot of space, but it has blinking LEDs that shine down on the floor. Oh, that's someone else in it. But I went back and I did listen to the video, because I thought 175 pounds, I don't think that was right. So my guess is, he says 200 pounds, but my guess is Walmart doesn't want to take any chances.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And they figured, let's just reduce it to 175 pounds. But it is.
Oh, there you are using it.
you just laugh. It's just a very funny thing.
And I have seen the toddler version of this in Walmart and Target. I mean, all over the place. All over the place I have seen the younger, kid version. And I almost feel like people don't even know that the adult version exists because I just haven't seen it around as much.
Yeah, well, I think this event was in September, so it was just coming out for the holidays. So maybe it's not been around much, or maybe adults don't have the room, or
right.
I think it's $250.
Right. There's not quite the demand.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Here, let me see it on Walmart. Yeah, $250.
Yeah.
For that version.
For the adult version. Or
right.
2 kids.
Right, exactly. But yeah, Flybar does a version for the kids, which I think we covered before. In fact, they may have been in 2021. Apparently they do a lot of pogo sticks too. They're really
my gosh, they do these pogo sticks that go like 15 feet in the air. I don't know how they avoid lawsuits, but
yeah.
They make a ton of pogo sticks.
That's cool.
They might have a separate page for. Is it up at the top?
Yeah, like where is it? I need it like price high to low. Let's figure out where these.
Isn't that a riot? Do they
funny.
not even have it on this?
Strange. I guess not. I clicked the brand from.
Wow.
From here, I just clicked this Flybar, but this is on clearance. Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think the adult version did as well as we had hoped.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not.
There we go. But yeah, anyway, I thought those were so fun.
It's great fun. Great fun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that rounds up our best gadgets of 2022. Holy
we did
moly.
some fun stuff. We found a lot of unique stuff.
Yeah, we really did. A lot of stuff that I remember there was a few times this year. It was just like, wow, I've never seen that. I've never experienced that before. It's just really, really cool gadgets throughout the whole year. So we look forward to 2023. Want to remind everyone that we are bringing in the new year. We're bringing in 2023 on New Year's Eve. We're doing a special live exclusive show. So if you want to join us, we encourage you to. Midnight Eastern Time, just about 20 minutes before midnight, we'll go live, gizwiz.tv. You can join us at gizwiz.tv. Join the chat room, chat along with everybody, and we will be bringing in the new year at Eastern Time, and then we'll take a break and we'll bring in the new year. It's Central Time, my time zone, and then we'll say good night to everybody. And so, sorry Mountain Time, sorry Pacific Time. Y'all can just replay the Eastern Time zone.
There you go.
Right at midnight. So please join us here at gizwiz.tv. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Around that time, we go live and we record the show. You can join the chat room and chat along with everybody and see us all here. We would love to have you. Huge thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/gizwiz. You guys support us every single episode. Thank you so much for your support. If you like the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/gizwiz. The CES fundraiser is still alive if you want to give and help that progress bar along. We have hit 100%, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much. If that continues to get donations, we'll use those donations for equipment for the Giz Wiz studio that you're watching right now. And so thank you guys once again for funding that event. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's where Dickie D writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you're ever looking for a link back to any of these gadgets, head on over to gizwiz.biz. Go ahead and play What the Heck Is It? What the heck could it be? I don't know.
I don't even know yet.
I have no idea. But you should go play it over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for incorrect answers. We want those incorrect answers to be funny, hilarious, or clever. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. biz. That wraps it up for 2022. I guess technically we're in 2023. So we're looking forward to a great new year. We'll see you next year.
I'll be here.